welcome back to Ask a Plant Doctor. This is Jian for Spokane Public Library, and with us today we have a very special guest, and of course my usual partner Tim from WSU Spokane County Master Gardener Program. Tim, of all the things that we have grown, you and I have grown this year, none so as significant and beautiful and fruitful as this. We have grown a gardener.
That's wonderful.
Isn't this the mission of this whole series is that we grow gardeners and gardens. What we are doing is just the medium. With us today is Hiroko Hill, and we are in her garden, and this is her first year as a vegetable gardener.
So Hiroko, will you tell us a little bit about how you got started?
Well, I watched Jinjin's YouTube channel and end of March, and then she was doing it, and then I was like, if she's doing right now, I'm not late. So I followed Jinjin's steps, maybe a few days behind. Yes, that's how I started.
That's great. And you said that you liked having someone in Spokane that was telling you how to do things in our area.
That's so true. Like, for instance, you taught us how to prune roses.
Oh, right.
And I didn't. Then I saw your advice. And then so next day I went to my yard and I pruned my roses and lavender and the other trees.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim and I are always a step behind, always running late. But you are inspired by us by the fact that we are still doing it even though we're running late.
Right.
So you go out and do it. And
That's true.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So show us a little bit about your garden and tell us about the process.
Oh,
What
so
goes
this
into it? Yeah.
garden
Look at
was
this garden.
built April 1st.
April 1st. Wow.
Yes. And it may be expensive, but I negotiate with builder and I just ask for fence. And the rest of it, I did it by myself, little by little. You know, this is my garden. Nobody is behind me. And then I did a little by little what I can do by weekly, and then try not to be behind for planting because plants cannot wait.
Plants
Right,
cannot
that's
wait.
correct,
Yes.
yeah.
So that was my main focus.
Mhm.
Plant vegetables on time. Rest of it will come.
But as you can see, take a look at this garden. All you see is work. All you see is hard work, right?
Yes.
You spend a lot of time doing it.
Yes.
And what have you gotten out of it through this process?
Well, the most important is true vegetable, fresh vegetable. And I haven't spent any money on vegetable past 3 weeks. My
the past 3
Costco
weeks.
bill is very reasonable now. And pleasure, you know, this is a Hill's garden, and I try to invite my family members, and I also try to keep the price of keeping this garden low. So I use a pine needle
Oh, very good.
from
As
my
a mulch.
yard
Mhm.
for mulch, or it's actually for keep weed suppress.
Mm-hmm.
And so I try to use whatever I have at home, and I don't try not to buy new one. And I don't have cedar bed. I went for the cheaper version,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll see, because you never know. I really keep this garden or not. So I did it just for minimum and
Expense.
Now, that's the sign of a gardener. You're reusing things, you're using what you have on site, and you're keeping the costs down. Because
Make do with what you have.
Exactly.
For example, like this pine needles from the yard as mulch. Yeah, right?
Yes.
Nice. So, Tim, aren't you proud that you grow such a fruitful plant?
Well, I wish I could take credit, but looking around here, it looks like you've done all the hard work, and we just talked about it.
but I think it's great. I have a companion. This is my first time to
Mhm.
meet you, but watching your YouTube channel, I have friends tell me what to do. I'm not great, but give me a suggestion to what to look into. And then, so I watch your YouTube not once, many times, and try to learn from it. Then I do my own research. But you guys are my companion
Oh,
for my
that's
garden.
and you know, judging from the look of this garden, very soon the teachers are going to come back to learn from the student.
That's true.
And that
yeah.
is the ultimate goal of a good teacher, is that their students will surpass them and they will come back to learn from their students, right? Now, we are so incredibly proud of you, and we're so incredibly proud of this garden. What do you want to say to the gardeners, the beginning gardeners, or people that are still thinking about sitting on the fence? What do you want to say to them out there?
I just say, just do it. And don't even hesitate, just do it. Start from what you want to grow. Some people say, oh, strawberry is too hard. But if you want, I want to eat strawberry.
Look at
So
look
I
at the
just
strawberries.
planted.
Look at the strawberries here, and look at the
If I
onions.
fail, that's all right.
Look at the onions. And did you hear that message? If she fails, that's all right.
Yeah,
It
because
takes many attempts,
yes,
right?
I just laugh about it, and then I will just work on next year. That's another thing about garden. They are forgiving.
They are very forgiving.
Yeah,
Right?
if I make
You
mistake,
remember my
Yeah.
message.
so true. I'm sorry I failed, but I'll try next year.
That's right. That's right. Well, thank you so much for. Did you get a chance to show the garden off a little bit? Excellent.
Yeah, so it's really wonderful to meet you. Thank you very much for inviting us here today.
Thank
This
you.
is great to see.
Until next time, if you enjoy this, hit like and subscribe and go out gardening.